Hey guys, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So today we are doing a complete transformation on my client who has had her locks for, as you guys can tell, a good amount of time. But she has some thinning and balding going on in the crown that has been there for what I can tell a while. So we are actually going to be doing a cranial prosthesis service on her, where we are going to basically cut her locks, and we will be saving her locks. So if she decides that she wants to lock it back up in future basis, she can. And then we are going to be doing some hair replacement up here in the crown, so you guys get to see the process. Stay tuned. So we started off by, of course, cutting off her dreads. Now we did save her hair, so we put them in a bag just in case if for future time she'd like to be able to reattach her hair. One of the things that I wanted to point out when it comes on to dreadlocks, as you age or as your body matures, as you mature, the dreads start to get longer and longer, but they also start to pull on the follicles. They start to weigh heavy on the head, and then it starts making hair loss even easier of a situation, or even easier to become a situation for you. Now, female pattern baldness is definitely one of the things that most women deal with as they begin to mature, specifically if it's in their bloodline. And then, of course, the dreads, with the weight of them, it starts to just make the problem become a bigger issue a lot faster than those who don't have dreads or something weighing their hair down or pulling on the actual strand. Because remember, she might have, actually she's had her hair for 11 years. So you have 11 years of hair growing and holding on to a very weak strand. So keep that in mind, you guys. This is also a reason why you do see a lot of women end up cutting their locks as they get older, because this does become a problem, and it becomes a even faster problem for them because they have something working against them. So once we cut the locks off, I went ahead and just started to detangle, remove the ends, because I did kind of cut the locks right at the end just to give her as much length as possible to ensure that we had enough hair for this service. And then, of course, you guys saw her area that was thinning in the crown. So in order for us to do the prosthesis service, we do bald the entire crown and top. Now, balding that area does not mean that we're killing the follicle. If the follicles are live, whatever follicles are live there, even with the prosthetic on her head, those follicles are still going to grow, you guys. So there's nothing saying that us cutting them is going to stop her from growing her hair into the crown. Anything that is alive is going to grow. Now, she does have a lot of scarring as well in her crown, and those areas that are scarred, that is not going to grow back. So this transformation is something that she has basically been wanting to do. And she agreed that over time, her locks just became more problematic than anything else. She had back problems. She had all kinds of things. So this is just something that is just going to set her in a different direction. And I'm pretty sure she is going to have a good night's sleep tonight, because she will not have her second child attached to her, messing with her back and also with her head. So what I'm doing is a color to kind of blend her hair. She said she wanted to have kind of like a copper red auburn style color. So we colored the prosthetic first, which I did that a couple of days before. And also the prosthetics are something that we order specific to each client. Prosthetics are actually reusable. So once you purchase that prosthetic, you can reuse it as long as it's in good condition. And then, of course, you can change the style as often as you like. So in her case, we went ahead and just started the color process. Now, this is a permanent color that we're doing to her. She is natural. And also with this service, you are able to do it relaxed and have a straighter prosthetic rather than a curly or even a more kinky prosthetic. Like, there's so many different types, you guys. And that's another reason why this service requires a full consultation with me before it can be offered, because this is a customized service and it's 100% customized. So this is called cranial prosthesis. This is also considered as a form of hair replacement. It's just kind of like a transformation. It's just so much entailed in one service. And it's almost just basically life changing, because we're taking you from a place where you thought that you couldn't really do anything to now being able to really wear your hair that you do have and still be able to style it. And this style usually lasts, or this service usually lasts anywhere between 4 and 8 weeks. And then, of course, the service is redone and we are able to basically reuse that unit on the top. So what I'm doing is just going ahead and preparing her for the prosthetic. In preparation, we have to clean the scalp, shave off any excess hair that was in the area, and then start applying the adhesive. Now, we did also protect the skin before we started to apply the adhesive, so there is some preparation work that had to be done first, which you guys kind of saw a glimpse of that. And then please don't mind my seriousness in my face. I am a perfectionist, okay? So I needed to make sure that this prosthetic was placed on properly and it was laid down so that we do not have any Donald Trump issues. So we don't want any Donald Trump issues, you guys. And it's just a joke that we make, but this is not something that can literally lift off of the head, okay? So we make sure that there is enough adhesive so that this is not an issue. It's flush to the head. It is actually a breathable lace, so she can still perspire. And we did also talk about that, about the fact that she perspires a lot. So the adhesive that we used is really for people who perspire in that nature. And then also, we did not want to, or she did not want to be relaxed. She actually wanted it in the natural texture because she likes to work out. And she did still want to remain natural based on her liking, which is definitely an option. So this service, like I said, is very customizable. It is really here to make you feel good, make you not feel like you have a lot of work to do, but not take you out of your element either, and just give you that beauty that you just want with your own hair. So once the prosthetic is laid down, prosthetic, guys, in the hair world is a hairpiece, just so everybody's on the same page. So once the hairpiece is laid down, I just go ahead and just kind of press it in with my fingers to make sure that it is adhering with the adhesive. And then it cures over the next 24 to 48 hours, so you definitely can't get it wet. So after everything is laid down and really adhering to the adhesive, I just go around the unit and just blend it in with her hair. And then I also cut off any excess lace that was left behind to make sure that it fits her head. All right, you guys, so our prosthetic is applied. We just talked a little bit about how she's gonna care for it. We're gonna cut it up, blend it, all of that good stuff. But because we are using adhesive, this has to cure for at least 24 to 48 hours. So she is not able to get it wet for the first 24 to 48 hours, nor is it ever to be submerged in water, you guys. This is still a adhesive applied prosthetic. So it's not permanent, so you're still gonna treat it just as delicate as you would if it was a bond and weave, a wig, whichever way you like to go. So now it's blending time. I'm just using a spray bottle or a mister with some water and also a razor to go ahead and blend the unit with her hair. Now with this particular unit, it's a little more curly than kinky or nappy. We can use either word, whichever one is preferable. So what we talked about is for the coming services, or when we decide to do this again, we are going to also try out the more kinky unit to see which one she likes better. Now, me personally, I like the more curly unit because the kinky unit sometimes can be a little too kinky, and it also is sometimes a little too short. So that's another reason why I like this unit a little bit better. But the good thing is with prosthetics, we have so many options that you are never stuck with one style. So this service, it really just gives you the ability to customize your look. If you want to be relaxed, you can be relaxed. If you want to remain natural, you can remain natural. We have options of colors, all of that. So all of this is really customizable based on your needs. And that's the part that I really like about it. And I also like the fact that it is suitable for those of you who are dealing with issues like female pattern baldness, scarring, alopecia. You just want to change. You want to be able to wear your hair and not worry. You want to be able to wake up in the morning and not do much. This is the service for you. Definitely the service for you. So what I'm doing is using my clippers just to give her detailing on her hairline. One thing that her and I did talk about is because we know that her sides and back is going to grow out even in the midst of her having her unit on for the next couple weeks. If she goes to the barber to get a taper, I always tell my clients, we are females. Do not let a barber edge your hairline. Giving you an edged hairline in the front is going to give you a harder face shape. So they can edge the sides, they can edge the back. But I do not recommend getting a hard line in the front of the face because it's going to make you appear harder or more butchish. I'll use that word. All right, so what I'm doing is just I was gathering a little bit of product to kind of curl her hair up slightly on the sides. And we're also going to use the curling sponge on her hair, which is something that she's going to purchase as well. Now, what I'm putting on her hair is just a little bit of curl defining gel. This was actually our Elite Curl Defining Gel from years ago. Now, she does have a slightly kinkier hair. So we're going to add a little bit of water, and then we're going to use the curling sponge for the sides to just kind of blend it in with the unit. Now what this does is just give her those little coils. It allows her hair to kind of separate a little bit more and slightly blend a little bit more with the actual unit. This is also something that she would be doing at home. And this just gives her that tapered cut slash edgy style look all at the same time. And then at this point, I just wanted to go through and blend it just a little bit more and take off a lot of those little flyaways that I saw. The great thing about this is if the breeze blows, it looks just like scalp. If the breeze blows, you will not see a demarcation between her hair and the unit because we've blended it very well. Also, if it rains, it's literally just going to curl even more. If she wets it, it gets curlier even more. So this is something that is really durable, really easy. She can still feel her scalp in regards to the right at the lace area because it is a full lace. It is fully breathable, so she can get air in there. And then she'll be able to still, if her sides or her back gets wet or needs to be washed, she can partially wash those areas without even touching the unit because it's only in the crown. So I use the diffuser just to kind of dry her hair a little bit because I did use a wet product on her. But you guys, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this amazing service. When I tell you I love this on her, coming from her dreads to this, her whole face just popped out. I absolutely adored this on her. And I'm so thankful that she allowed me to provide this service for her. But you guys comment, tell us what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.